wrap up our conversation. Many thanks for joining us on Startup Street and wish you the very best with Magic Now and all your growth plans.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
On the hot seat today, Mswipe's core payments business has turned profitable in FY24, posting a cash profit of 4.5 crore rupees versus a loss of 1.1 crore rupees in FY23 and an even larger loss of 16 crore rupees in FY22. The Mumbai-based company's payments revenue grew marginally by 6.25% from 259.2 crore rupees in FY23 to a little over 275 crore rupees in FY24. The payment service provider operates as both an online payments aggregator and an offline payments acceptance platform. Joining me now to discuss this further is Ketan Patel, the co-founder and CEO of Mswipe Technologies. Ketan, thank you so much for joining us on the show today. And, congratulations on achieving this. Can you sort of tell us what led to this growth and how did you do on the back, back of reducing operational inefficiencies?
Thank you for having me over and thank you for the numbers, but I think we've just started. We have a long way to go. What we were able to do is, you were right, we were able to reduce our costs. But the major factor has been, we invested in ourselves. The entire PayTech platform is now in-house. So from the onboarding platform to the risk management platform to the gateway to the switch, everything is in-house, and that's how we've been able to reduce costs. The second thing that we did was, partner with banks. Earlier, we started by competing with banks. We realized that is not the game that we want to play. We would rather partner with them. So currently, we partner with 40-odd banks, and that's how our major business is coming, and we've reduced the acquisition cost to as good as zero.
Right, absolutely. And if you could sort of tell us, are you on track to maintain this? You just said that it was this, you have a long way to go. So are you on track to maintain this for this year? And what will you be focusing on in 2025? What are the targets you've sort of set for yourself?
So this year also, we should be PAT positive for sure. We'll grow by around 30% this financial year. What we've done this year and the year going forward is we are going to focus on the payment gateway business, and we want to focus on international. So these two are our focal area points. And there we feel that we'll be able to create that disruption that we always wanted to do.
Right. And, like you mentioned earlier, you started off with offline payments with POS devices, and you've now expanded your offerings to the online space as well. Could you talk to us about this pivot? Take us through, what's on offer essentially.
So, we like you rightly said, we were an offline POS player. And now with the payment gateway license, we now become an omni-channel player. So, we will be able to offer online services to the merchant. Earlier, he would take my POS and somebody else's PG. Now, with the single integration, he can have both online and offline.
Right. And, Mswipe competes with the likes of Razorpay, PayU, Pine Labs, Bharat Pay, BillDesk in the offline space. And these are all big players, right? So how are you taking on competition and trying to grab a larger share of the pie? So,
fortunately, payments is not a winner takes all. It's a large market. You can have 8-10 players surviving and doing well out here. Our focal point has been a focus on tier 3 to 6, where most of these players don't want to focus, right? The government is incentivizing players like ourselves to digitize tier 3 to 6, and we've used that as an advantage to ourselves and have focused on that.
Right. And, sort of in a bid to take advantage of your higher margins, you're also looking to expand into newer geographies, right? Can you take us through the plans? Which countries are you looking at? And what do you hope the revenue mix will be going forward?
So, we started UAE this financial year. It's worked well for us. We want to be in 6-7 countries. We've just started something in Singapore. We want to set up Malaysia. We want to set up Nepal. We will be in Bahrain and UK in the next 12 months. And going forward, I think on the revenue side, international will contribute to 40% of the total revenue, but around 50% of the profits.
Right. So 40% is what you're hoping to get from international markets. But if you could sort of tell us, what are you going to double down on in the coming year? Any new offerings to look forward to?
So, we've launched a product which is 3-in-1, which allows you to scan, tap, and dip. That is the new product that we are focusing on. It's a combination of a sound box and a POS. But cheaper, right? This will help us, target customers who want to move from a QR or a sound box to a POS, but is finding POS very expensive. So that is the target audience that we want to focus on.
Right, so big plans there for the coming year. Ketan, thank you so much for joining us on the show today, and we wish you all the best on this journey going forward.
Thank you.